how would I transition from doing the small talk to asking the SMIQ? Now guys, if you are not familiar with single most important question or the SMIQ, yung meaning ng SMIQ is single most important question, and it's all about asking the biggest challenge that the prospect is currently facing. 'Di ba 5 to 8 small talks. Tapos dun ka pa lang magko-qualitative survey or SMIQ. Yung reason diyan is yun nga, people would not tell their secrets if they don't know that person, they don't like that person, they don't trust that person. So, yung goal ng 5 to 8 small talks is for them to be comfortable with you before you do the SMIQ. And yan yung common mistake. Yan yung biggest common mistake na ginagawa ng mga tao. They ask the SMIQ immediately. Hey, happy to connect. Can I get your advice on something? You just connected and then bigla kang maghihingi ng advice. I mean, say for example, nasa park ka, umupo ka sa isang bench and then may stranger na lumapit sa'yo, then biglang sabihin na, uy, kumusta ka? Kikiupo lang ako. By the way, ano yung sekreto mo? Like, wouldn't you agree na parang creepy yung taong yun? That's what you are doing if you are not doing the small talks first and then bigla kang nag-SMIQ. That's the thing. You're creepy. Okay? And you don't want to be creepy, right? So do the small talks first. Huwag kayong pag-ask ng secret nila if they are not comfortable with you yet. Isipin nyo na lang yung analogy na what if umupo lang ako sa isang park, may nag-approach sa akin na stranger and then biglang nagtanong ng advice. It would be creepy. Next mistake when doing the SMIQ or the qualitative survey is vague phrasing of the SMIQ. Masyadong broad yung pagkatanong. Mamaya I'll give you an example. And then next mistake is phrasing the SMIQ that's directed to the prospect situation. And usually, I'm a big believer na lahat ng tao may ego. So as much as possible, I would not want to touch their ego. May mga high ego lang talaga na tao. I would always want or choose to be sensitive enough. So here's an example of what I mean. So eto, in terms of getting constant leads, what's the single biggest challenge you have? And if titingnan nyo yung getting constant leads, it's broad, it's vague. Kasi hindi siya specific. Getting constant leads saan? Sa Facebook ba? Sa LinkedIn ba? Sa cold email ba? That's broad. What's the single biggest challenge you have? In terms sa pagkuha ng kliyente pala, ano yung problema mo? Di ba? Usually, yung mga high ego, what they would answer you is like this. I'm so good at it, I don't have any challenge, dear. Ganyan yung sagot ng iba mga high ego. It was directed in their situation. Kumbaga, sila yung tinira mo. Ito yung rule. Again, we want to be genuinely interested in others and we want to give frequent praises. Okay? So magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng formula on how to do the SMIQ. And here's our formula. So yung first interaction, ask for their opinion. Why? Kasi guys, for you to be genuinely interested in others, if you can ask for their opinion, that's one. Sa second interaction, give frequent praise na formula. And then, the most powerful persuasive word, mamaya i-share ko sa inyo kung ano yung persuasive word na yun. And the next is yung question na hindi directed sa situation nila. Para yung magiging mangyayari is us versus them. Parang, parang kaibigan ka ng prospect and then yung kalaban nyo is yung ibang prospect. Parang ganun. So, para ma-feel nila na you are on their side. So, yun. Ito yung first interaction. Hey, prospect, can I get your valuable opinion on something? Guys, notice this. Valuable opinion. It's a combination of genuinely interested and at the same time, frequent praise. Kasi sinabi mo na, sobrang valuable yung opinion mo, pero kailangan ko siyang hingin. Pwede bang makuha yung valuable opinion mo? So it was a combination of both. Two fundamental principles. Okay? So yan yung first interaction. Most of the time, they would say yes. Kasi you made them feel na their words are valuable for you. Sa second interaction, eto yung gagawin mo. I feel like you're the right person to ask this. Again, it's another praise. I feel like ikaw lang yung taong pwedeng makasagot nito. Ikaw yung right person for this. And then yung pinakamatinding persuasive word is the word because. Say for example, mahaba yung pila tapos sasabihin mo, pare pwede ba akong mauna? Kasi ihing-ihi na ako. So the most persuasive word is the word because. Okay? Yung ginawa ni Chris Aquino, you're crying because. So yun, that's a persuasive word. The most powerful persuasive word. Because I'm wanting to improve my service further. And yun nga, in terms of working with a landing page designer, it was specific what type of designer. In terms of working with a landing page designer, what's the one quality, yan, specific again, one quality that most designers are missing. Sinabi ko na, yung designers yung kalaban, hindi ikaw prospect. Okay? Ano yung quality ng most designers na kalaban mo? Yung nawawala. So that's how you would do the SMIQ. Two interactions. First is you ask for their opinion. That can be answered by yes or no. Can I get your valuable opinion on something? And then second interaction, magbibigay ka ng praise. I feel like you're the right person to ask about this. And then yung kay Chris Aquino na touch because I'm wanting to improve my service. And yung SMIQ na. That's how you would do it. That's how you would do the qualitative research. So, eto yung another example, yung medyo mas relatable na sa business. So, yun nga. First is, hey prospect, can I get your valuable opinion on something? Sure. Next is, I feel like you're the right person to ask about this, and because I'm wanting to create content and I don't know what topic would be interesting. In terms of generating leads through Facebook ads, what's the one part of the process that is confusing for most businesses? As you would also notice, hindi ako nagsabi na what's the one part of the process that is confusing you. 'Di ba? Kasi again, hindi natin gagawin 'yan kasi nga yung formula is SMIQ that's not directed to their situation or to the prospect that you're talking to. So yung gagawin mo is confusing for most businesses kasi baka matamaan mo yung ego nila. So yung parang sinasabi mo is sa sobra mong talino prospect, ano ba yung problema ng ibang business owners? Ano yung kabubuhan nila na ikaw yung may alam? When in reality, you are asking what their problem is. It's just indirectly asked. Okay? So yun, what is the one part of the process that is confusing for most businesses? Hindi confusing for you. Okay? So parang ginawa mo lang third person.